Coach Greg. In today's video, we're going to find out how long does it actually take to burn off that Big Mac, cheeseburger, large fry, bag of cookies, you name it. How long does it take to burn it? And we're going to do so by a very accurate method. It's actually a mask that you put on your face, and it measures out the carbon dioxide and oxygen consumption in order to calculate how much work did you actually put out. And remember, your body is always burning calories. Right now, I am burning calories. And so if I were to get up and start running, those calories are going to burn even more than I'm burning right now. Right now, I'm breathing in and out. And as I breathe out, I'm burning fat. I'm burning calories. And so many of you probably thought that when you burn fat, you do so by sweating, or perhaps you pee it out or poop it out. But when you're burning fat, you're actually burning those calories by breathing them out. They're getting out of your body every time you exhale. And so just think of it. The last time you went for a jog, rode a bike up a hill, noticed that you were getting tired, you started to breathe faster than last time. You're breathing faster because you're burning more calories. And so the more you're breathing, the more calories you're actually burning. And so Jeremy Ethie and his two friends, they went to McDonald's and they ate their favorite meal. And so they discovered how many calories was in each meal. Close to 1,000 one, over 1,000 another, and Jeremy's 1,600 calories, and that's in one single meal. And so how long will it take to burn off all those calories? And so Nicole's 2 small burgers and a root beer, almost 1,000 calories. And take note, the root beer, medium size, 210 calories. She could have easily saved 210 calories simply by choosing diet root beer instead of regular. And so perhaps some people say you shouldn't have diet pop, that it's really bad, it's going to make you gain weight. But in drinking that regular pop, though, it's 200 extra calories she's going to have to burn off. And so Cam's breakfast, of which he said it felt like he was eating a kid's meal, he wasn't even full from this, over 1,000 calories. And again, he had the medium pop, over 200 calories. And so if you're trying to feel more full, eat fewer calories, remember, non-nutritive sweetened beverages can in fact be a lifesaver. So much easier to eat in a calorie deficit when you're not drinking all of your calories. And so Jeremy's breakfast, 1,600 calories. And again, he had that medium pop, over 200 calories. And so to me, that would be the first thing I would change. Also notice that Jeremy had an Oreo McFlurry, 500 plus calories, and I do believe that's a size small. I've gone to various fast food outlets, saw McFlurries, Blizzards, and so on, way over 1,000 calories, and I would want 2. And so if you're trying to save your calories, please be careful when eating fast food. And so now that we know how much food they've consumed, how long is it going to take to burn all of it off?
I really like playing basketball, so I'm hoping that this takes some of the pain out of just mindlessly doing cardio, and it can actually be fun.
And so up first, the guy is going to play basketball. He loves basketball, and so that is the way to go. If you love the activity you're going to do, much more likely to want to do it. It's going to pass the time. It's not going to feel like mindless cardio. If he, for example, hates going for a run and had to just go for a run to burn off over 1,000 calories, he might be running for an hour to an hour and a half, and that is a lot of running for someone that does not enjoy it.
I'm going to do a leg day, do some squatting. That is my usual go-to, so I'm confident I can get my calories burnt.
And for her, she loves lifting weights, but remember, lifting weights does not burn a lot of calories. Cardio burns calories. And so despite the fact that this is her heavy leg day, I don't think she's going to burn a lot of calories. You'd in fact burn a lot more calories doing steady state zone 2 cardio than lifting heavy ass weights.
So I combed through the list and chose the most energy demanding upper and lower body exercises to guarantee my success, starting with vigorous uphill biking.
And so Jeremy's exercise of choice, vigorous uphill biking. What do I think of that? This is amazing. Imagine me not promoting Jeremy riding a bike up a friggin' mountain. And so, as you know, I've stated in the past, the bike riding doesn't burn as many calories as perhaps jogging or other forms of physical activity using your entire body. But he's not on a stationary bike. He's outside and going up a hill. He's using his arms. He's pedaling with his legs and using his upper body, going to burn off a ton of calories. And so this kind of activity, the kind of activity you want to do steady state for a long and extended period of time. In comparison, if Jeremy had chosen lifting weights or pedaling on a bicycle without using upper body, would not burn nearly as many calories. And so I do believe he's going to burn a significant number of calories.
By now you're probably wondering, what's up with the Bane-like mask everyone's wearing?
Well, I'm sure you've all used an Apple Watch, Fitbit, or even looked at the number on cardio machines. These have all been shown to inaccurately report calories burned by over 20%.
And so you're thinking, why is he using a special mask? Why not just go by your Fitbit, your heart rate monitor, your Apple Watch, or perhaps the number displayed on the cardio machine you're using at the gym? Well, I'll tell you why. They're not accurate. Almost always do they greatly overestimate the calories burned. You're on the bike, the stepper, treadmill, and it says, wow, you burn 1,000 calories an hour. Sure you have. You're leaning on it as if your life depended on it. Oh my God, looks like you're dying. And so if you're leaning on the stepper or hanging for dear life on the treadmill, you're not burning nearly the same number of calories as displayed on the machine. And even if you're using a bicycle, oftentimes these dramatically overestimate calories. And you know why? Well, because if the calories are very high, you're more likely to use it. And so if you're trying to decide which machine to buy or which machine to use at the gym, you're most likely going to be looking at how many calories are you burning. And so if one machine says you burn off 1,000 calories in an hour and another says you burn off 700, you're more likely to want to use the one that says 1,000. And so what happens? The gyms, yourself, you buy more of those machines, they sell more of them, and so it makes them more money. But the machine is not accurate. And so just because it says you burned 1,000 calories doesn't mean you actually did.
And after an hour of giving it everything I had, it was time to check in.
Hoping for at least 600 calories. Oh! Just broke 1,000 calories.
And so Jeremy rides for an hour up a mountain and expects to burn about 600 calories. But lo and behold, he's shocked. He burned over 1,000 calories. That is very impressive. Someone sent me this, said, is it possible Jeremy could burn 1,000 calories on a bicycle in an hour? And so I did out the math, and to burn 1,000 calories on a bike, you have to put out approximately 278 watts per hour, and the guy weighs 160 pounds. This equates to approximately 3.8 watts per kilo, which is very good bike riding. And so if Jeremy were competing in bike racing, he'd quite literally compete with Coach Greg. We'd be very close to the fitness that I have. Remember, I've been racing bikes for 5 years. And so if Jeremy is this fit without riding a bike, of which perhaps he's been training, perhaps he rides bikes, I'm assuming he's very athletic, very fit, why would he have chosen a bike if he wasn't actually doing it? And so very impressive, 1,000 calories in an hour. When I'm doing an hour at my hardest, perhaps I burn just over 1,100 calories. And so this to me, very impressive. And so if Jeremy is not currently training on bikes and is this fit, he should absolutely get into it. And so the guy shows phenomenal cardio. Would love to see Jeremy Ethie versus Coach Greg in a Zwift bike race, racing harder than last time.
Okay, so it's been 60 minutes so far, and you've burned an astounding 595 calories.
That's not bad.
And so his competition, close to 600 calories in an hour of basketball. To me, that is very good. If you can burn off 600 calories per hour, you are in fact very fit. And so I am impressed. And so these guys are showing if you work at it, if you're in shape, you can burn a lot of calories.
You're at 313. Almost a third of the way there.
And during that intense leg training session, 313. And frankly, I'm impressed with that. That is more than I was expected. She's a female. She's not as large. The bigger you are, the more calories you're going to burn. But I'm certain if she had chosen bike riding or perhaps running or doing a stepper, she would have burned way more calories than 313. And so if your goal is to burn calories, remember, choose cardio over weights. Weights builds muscle, but cardio, much better for your heart and also for burning up calories.
You're spending 80% of the time resting between sets, so you can maintain the intensity. So you want to burn the most calories possible. Cardio wins hands down.
And so, of course, Eric Helms agrees with Coach Greg. Been seeing so many videos. Oh, Coach Greg, you're wrong. You burn just as many calories lifting weights as you do cardio. Bull freaking poop dogs. Cardio is far superior at burning calories than lifting weights. Don't think you need that extra cheat meal because it's a hard leg day. You've seen it. 313 calories after an hour of lifting heavy weights leg day in the gym. And the reason for that is because when you're resting between sets, you're not burning as many calories. To burn the most amount of calories, you go steady state. You're continuously burning calories, and you do so at a rather high or moderate intensity, something you can sustain for the long haul. You burn way more calories going at a slow or steady or moderate pace for an hour than you go going crazy, going hit cardio faster than last time for only 20 minutes. And so take my advice. You don't need to sprint. You don't need to go crazy. Go at a moderate pace, perhaps zone 2, and do that for an hour. You'll be shocked at how many calories you can burn. If you keep practicing this, you'll become a better butter burner. You'll burn more calories than last time. And so I'm not saying you shouldn't lift weights. If you're on a diet, I'm not saying skip lifting weights and only do cardio, because when you lift weights, it helps to preserve and or in fact build muscle. If you just do cardio and you never do weights, your muscles might in fact shrink, they get smaller, and this can slow down your basal metabolic rate. And so my advice, do both. How much of lifting weights should you do? Twice a week. If you can train your entire body twice a week, doesn't take much, perhaps 1 or 2 sets per body part, that's all you need. Remember, I offer a free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. It says exactly what to do. It's not for the most advanced lifters, but listen, I only train with weights 2 or 3 times a week. I do cardio 6 or 7 days a week. I'm focused on cardio, and I simply lift weights to maintain the muscle that I possess. And so if you're interested in that free diet and training program, close to 50 pages, enter your first, last name, and your email address, just click the link in the description, fill out the form, it's coming straight to you, no cost whatsoever.
The heavier you are, the more calories you're going to burn moving.
And so speaking to the point of if you're bigger, you burn more calories, this is the main reason why men can eat more than women. I'm not saying all men can eat more than all women, but on average, males' body size is larger than that of their female counterparts. And so that's why the average American male eats more than the average American female. It makes sense. If you're bigger, you burn more calories, you have a faster metabolism. And so anyone out there, if you're 6'6", 300 pounds versus 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, clearly the taller you are, the bigger you are, the more you're able to eat.
For the average person, they don't necessarily have the cardiovascular conditioning to make that really, really effective. You're most of the time going to see higher energy expenditure just from spending that time, doing moderate intensity training.
And so Eric Helms says, just do steady state, moderate intensity training. You might see CrossFit athletes doing ball slams, push-ups, sprints, clean and jerks, and so on. But these guys are so fit, they can do anything. But for the average person, what you should do to burn the most amount of calories, steady state cardio. And the longer, the better. If you don't go too fast, you're not going to burn yourself out. Notice they're going extremely hard. They're burning out. After an hour, they're so tired, they need to rest or go in the shade. If they just pace themselves, steady state zone 2, they could keep up that pace for hours. And so it's not how hard you go, it's how consistently you can go at a moderate pace. That is what I recommend. And so don't go out there thinking you need to do HIIT cardio to get in shape. Steady state zone 2, that's all you need.
My cardio was good. I could have kept going, but my hands just ate me up. Okay. 497 calories.
And so clearly Jeremy in amazing shape. He's just finished burning off 1,000 calories on a bike. That would exhaust almost anyone. He next up can burn 500 calories by chopping wood in 40 minutes. Imagine how tired he is. Guy could probably compete in a triathlon. He's clearly gifted athlete, clearly amazing at cardio. He says, I could have kept going. It's just that my hands were getting blistered. I had to stop.
Is when my brain really started to kick in, telling me, please stop exercising, please. My shots were bad, my form was bad, everything was starting to deteriorate.
And so you can see he's getting tired, he's making shots, they're not going in anymore. He's lost his fitness. To be a well-rounded athlete, you need to have amazing cardio. Because what happens when you tire out? You can't keep going. And so imagine had you have taken GO2 Max. You know about GO2 Max, the main ingredient NMN shown in double-blind, placebo-controlled human studies to make a dramatic effect in your endurance. Not only for couch potatoes, but in elite level athletes, runners, and so on. And so anyone out there, if you want to burn more calories, please consider GO2 Max. Imagine you're able to go longer than last time. Rather than burning out, being fatigued, you can keep going. You go at a steady state, you do it longer than last time. And not only that, when the cardiovascular event's over, you still have more energy. You still have more endurance. And so rather than feeling like you got ran over by a truck, you're not going to be a couch potato. You have more energy. You recover better. You have more endurance. You feel more energetic. And so how could you have a better supplement than GO2 Max? You take this, you go faster than last time, for longer, burn more calories, going to help you to lose weight and feel better. Please click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off. This, my #1 selling supplement. Please purchase more GO2 Max than last time.
The heavier you are, the more calories you burn. So I decided to add 25 pounds to a backpack to speed things up.
And so Jeremy taking Eric Holmes' advice a little bit too far. He says the larger you are, the more calories you burn. But listen, if you add on extra weight, all it's going to do is to slow down your pace. Perhaps you were walking the stairs on level 10. You add 25 pounds and now you're on level 8. You can't continue at level 10 with 25 extra pounds in your body. If you could, of course you're burning more calories. But there's only so much you can do. When you're adding on extra weight in your body, it's slowing your pace down. And so if I want to burn more calories when I'm going for a run, I'm not going to put on a backpack that makes it heavier. I'm just going to run faster. or I'm going to run longer. And so my advice to anyone listening to this, don't wear added weights on your backs to go for jogs and so on. Just go at a faster pace. And so the average person burns 2,000 calories just sitting on their ass doing nothing. But imagine if you burn off more calories. Imagine you take GO2 Max and you go for a 1 hour walk. You go for a walk, faster pace, you burn more calories, and you come back and you still feel good. You still have energy. Perhaps you then walk a little bit more. And so what GO2 Max can do is it prevent you from lowering your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Think of it. If you go and run for an hour, bike ride up a mountain for an entire hour, how much energy are you going to have after that? You're going to sit on the couch and crash, probably watch Coach Greg and chill, but you're not going to burn many calories. You're exhausted from that 1 hour bike ride up a mountain. But if you're taking GO2 Max, you have more energy, you feel better, and you can continue about your day. Perhaps you have the energy to again go out for a walk with your dog. You're going to burn more calories, and so your NEAT is higher. You're going to burn more calories, you're going to be in a deficit, going to help you to lose weight.
But if you want to lose weight and get in shape, you'd be a fool not to prioritize your diet. And if you want a proven step-by-step plan that'll tell you exactly what to eat and how to work out to transform your body based on science.
And so clearly, very difficult to out-exercise a poor diet. I recommend you can either follow what Jeremy Ethia says, he's offering free services, or you can get mine. Free diet and training program. Remember, close to 50 pages, first and last name, email address, coming straight to you, absolutely free, no cost to you. And of course, you can purchase GO2 Max, the Seco protein bars that taste absolutely amazing, the G-Test, the Ecti Builder protein powders, pre-workout, cookbooks, training books. You can purchase almost anything on my website. Head over to my website and don't forget about code Greg to save you an additional 10% off.
It's down to just me and Cam. So my official time was 126 minutes. You clocked in at 107 minutes.
And so although Jeremy Ethia did not win this challenge, he had to burn over 1,800 calories. And so clearly the diet made a huge difference. He ate more calories than everyone else. And so he had to exercise far harder for longer to burn off those additional calories. But I must say, I am amazed at the fitness level of Jeremy Ethia to burn over 1,000 calories in an hour on a bike. Unless he's a trained cyclist, this is phenomenal. Would love to see him focus on bike riding, perhaps get into Zwift. He could even join Coach Greg's Harder Than Last Time bike racing team, of which we've been in the top 3 in every single race. So if you're interested in joining Coach Greg's Harder Than Last Time racing team, please send me a DM. And also, we're looking for top-level, big-name social media influencers looking to make big bucks. If you're trying to make money and you're a social media influencer and you have not contacted Coach Greg, what are you waiting for? Do you not believe that I have the best supplement company in the world? Do you not want to benefit from that? Think of the money you can make in promoting the best brand out there. And so if you believe in my brand, you love my supplements, you're using them, or even if you don't and you want to try them and you're a high-level influencer, please reach out to me. We're trying to grow the company. We're trying to get more high-level influencers to speak the good world, talking about the actual supplements they use. Not some BS promotion where you pretend to use the supplements. Only people using the supplements that actually believe in them, that know how effective they are. Please send me a DM. Please reach out faster than last time. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to like the freaking video. Like it right now. Also, watch one of the bloops and, of course, cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Circle diet book, all of the clothing line Harder Than Last Time. And until next time, I am out.